Okay, so the point of this video is going to be, I'm going to take a brand new rifle that I've never shot. Um, I'm going to zero it, and then I'm going to take it out to range. Out here we've got just about 600 yards, and I kind of wanted to just show how to do that, how simple it really is with today's technology. So what I got here is what I'm going to consider a budget build. I know that's subjective, but basically I was looking for something that was light recoiling, that I could suppress right away for my son to use for deer hunting, and just being versatile. Also, I'll use it for coyote hunting a little bit, probably a little bit of PRS, production class stuff, which you can do with a gun like this, and you know, just have fun with it, I guess, too. Another long range rifle. So it's noon, as you can hear. It's February. It's pretty cold. It's about 20 degrees, but the sun's out. The wind is minimal, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this as a Bergara HMR, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, which in order to get a light recoiling gun, that was my best choice in this gun. Bergara is known for its rifle barrels that are, call it match grade, from the factory. So it's a little bit heavier barrel. It is threaded. The HMR comes with this nice stock that's adjustable for length of pull and comb height, which is nice when you get an optic on it. And then also it's magazine fed right away, which is nice. I do have a 10 round mag pull on here. So all I had to do to this rifle is put a rail on it. I put a 20 MOA rail, and then this is a Vortex Venom 5-25, really good budget scope, $500 scope. I already had this scope, but they're great for something like this for a budget build. The adjustments are really good. Glass is really clear for the money. Obviously I own some nicer scopes, but honestly, for the money, you cannot beat this thing. And then the only other thing I did is I put a Atlas rail adapter on, where it takes the two sling nuts off and uses those same positions for a rail, so I can mount my bipod and stuff to that. So we're going to break this thing in. I'm not going to bore you with that, which essentially hopefully is going to be 10 to 15 shots with cleaning in between. Get that broken in a little bit. At the same time, we'll get it zeroed, and then once I feel like it's clean and I'm done cleaning, I am going to put muzzle brake on. The muzzle brake is Yankee Hill machine, and the reason I go with those is because I can use it with my Yankee Hill suppressor, so it's got the QD mount for that. So I'm going to wait until I get it clean, attach that, and then we'll come back and we'll zero it, and we'll get it out to range. So the wind's picking up, unfortunately, so hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. But so we went to 100 yards, we shot a couple groups. We also shot past the lab radar multiple times, and just starting out with some factory ammo, we got a true velocity. So it says on the box this velocity is 2910. Our actual velocity is 2860. Could be our environmentals, probably the barrel's a couple inches shorter than what's tested on. I don't know, I think this is a 22-inch barrel. But I'm just going to show you now how to go into your app, and I'm using Streetlock Pro as I said, and generate a profile for this. Okay, so we're going to use the Streetlock Pro app. We're going to make a new profile. So we're going to add new one, and we're going to select our scope, which is in there. Then we're going to select a cartridge from the database, which there's a lot of them in there. 120 grain ELDMs, yes. Then we are going to adjust the velocity. 2860 is what we recorded from the lab radar as average. We're going to replace that as our velocity. We'll go to 22 degrees because that was what the current temperature was. And you can add to that then if you get different variances in different temps. Then we're going to change the name of it. This will be what comes under the menu when you select a rifle profile that you have. 120 grain ELDMs, and then we can go in and we can put in whatever distance we want. 300, there you go. 600, there you go. 1,000, 9.2 mils. And then it also will generate any kind of range card that you want to have. You can adjust all that, give you whatever information in whatever unit you want. Okay, it's flipping cold. Up 1.1. No wind. There really is no wind. See where she goes. Just like that, 300 yards. Okay, so I did that mostly just for verification. Now we'll move out to 565. I'll move this up because of muzzle blast. So we're still shooting the same 120s. Only got a couple left. I'm just going to load all three. So first round impact at 300 on a 8-inch plate. I believe it's 8, maybe 6. I don't know, I'd have to measure it. So now we moved out to 565, and got to dial up to 3.4. And 1/10 left for spin drift, I'm assuming. Pretty good mirage due to the sun and the snow. We're going to give it a first shot at the target on the far left. There we go. Can't see where, I forgot paint, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to paint the targets. But that is a first round impact at 565 yards. That would be round number 18 through it. I'm going to step down to the next one. To watch the video to see where I'm impacted. It looked like I hit towards the right edge, 3 o'clock. Elevation looked good. I'm going to step down to the next one just because the target gets smaller, I can see better. center punching them. Pretty awesome. So the point is, we got 1 box of rounds, factory ammo, quantity match. Got 1 box ammo through this thing. I spent the first 12 breaking it in. Then I shot a couple groups, shot second group with the muzzle brake on just to check for point of impact and kind of do a comparison on muzzle jump and recoil. And then came out here, put it into the ballistic calculator. I love Strelok Pro. It's cheap. It is effective. I mean, this is pretty normal stuff. I've done this for a bunch of my buddies making profiles aside from all of my stuff. So you put it in, there's a huge database. It has this exact ammo in it, and able to just walk right out. I've got a, mind you, this is a fairly budget scope, right? $500 scope, but it does what it's supposed to do. It adjusts the way it's supposed to adjust, and so I was able to get a good zero, put my data in, adjust, and start smacking steel 300, 565 yards just like that. So that's how I do it. I'm sure there's other ways, but that's my method of at least getting you started. Okay, so get out there and adjust your scope and see what you can do. Shooting stuff's fun, especially at distance. All right, I got a box of Barnes 140s. I'm going to keep shooting for a while just because I have them and I'm here. New rifle, pretty fun. Super happy with it so far. So can't wait for some hand loads. All right, we'll see you out here.